welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm excited to share with you the books that I want to read for the month of January. I have some series that I started back in 2024. I will continue on with those series. Also, I got a few new adventures for you, so make sure to stick around. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't for more bookish content, and let's jump into it. First book that I'm planning to read, and yes, I already started, is The Once and Future King by T.H. White. This is about Arthur, Guinevere, and Lancelot. I don't know much about it. Someone recommended it. I do apologize. I really cannot remember who. And so far, we are following Arthur when he's a kid, and we are following him, and that's all I'm gonna say. I finished in the chapter where he meets Merlin, and I'm really excited to read how is that gonna play out. I do love Arthurian stories, so I was really looking forward to this one. It's been sitting on my shelves for a while. That's how long it's been since it was recommended to me, and it's finally time for me to jump back into it. The next book that I'm planning to read is Cold Storage by Michael C. Grumley. This is the second book in the Revival series. I don't know how many books are going to be in this series, but I read the first book last year, Defreeze, and I really enjoyed it. So we follow an army veteran. He is a hero. He stops a robbery, and then he boards a bus, and then there's an accident and the bus goes into the river. And of course, him being the hero, he tries to save everybody, and then I don't want to spoil it, but he ends up in the hospital, and that's when the story picks up. So I'm really excited to continue on. So I want to say thank you to the author and the publisher for sending me an arc of this. So I will be reading this in January. The next book on my list is The Golden Fool by Robin Hobb. This is the second book in the Tony Mann's trilogy, and I believe it's number 8 in the realm of the Earthlings. In the realm of the Earth. I don't know why I have such a hard time. And it's the 8th book in the realm of the Elderlings. And I'm so excited to continue on. So after reading The Light-Shaped Traders, I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy the new trilogy. But I have to say, I'm really loving all the books. In the first book of this trilogy, we're back with Fitz, and we haven't seen him. It's been about 15 years since we last saw him in the Red War, the Red Ship War, something like that. I forgot what it was called. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the first book and glad to continue on with the second one. I know it's been a while since, actually no, it's been a few months since I last picked up this series, but it's still fresh in my mind. And in 2025, I will continue on, and hopefully I can read all the books in the realm of the Elderlings and finish it. But yeah, this is going to be read in January as well. I know this is a very ambitious list, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. The next book on my list is The Hero of Ages, and this is the third book in the Mistborn saga. And I don't know, I hear that this book is heartbreaking, so I don't know. I really enjoyed book 2, and I believe that is an unpopular opinion, but I really loved The Well of Ascension. I really loved it. So right now, I'm trying to work myself through the Casimir books, and I'm following Capturing Words schedule reading suggestions that he did a video for. That's the order that I'm following. So far, so good. So I'm really excited. I don't want to say much. It is the third book in the trilogy, so yes, I'm really excited. I mean, I know these books, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read them. Like I said, a very ambitious list, but it has to be done. And the next book that I have on my list is Demon in White by Christopher Ryoko. This is the third book in the Sun Eater saga. I did read the 2 novellas before, so I have read 4 of the books so far in the Sun Eater. And I don't know why it took me so long. Well, I know why it took me so long. I was intimidated by the size of these books. But let me tell you, ever since picking up Empire of Silence, I've been hooked on Hadrian. I was gonna say Adrian. It's Hadrian Marlowe. And I cannot wait to dive into this third volume. Follow Adrian. There was an attempt on his life. He goes, I believe, into hiding. He escapes, and he discovers some type of an origin planet of the Quiet, and somehow this Asian race is tied to his past. I'm not really sure what it is, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone or for myself, so that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm sure the story picks up from there, and I've seen this book in a lot of top favorite books, so I'm really excited to continue on with the series. Seriously, I cannot wait. And now I have 3 releases that I'm planning to read for the month of January, And the first one is the last book, the 10th book in the Wayward Children by Shauna Maguire, and that is Adrift in Currents Clean and Clear. And I believe this is the last book. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. So we follow Nadia. She's a Russian orphan and she gets adopted by an American couple. And one day she finds a door in a pond that leads her into a world of water. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it. It is the 10th book in the Wayward Children and I'm super excited. The next book that I'm looking forward to reading, it is another new release and it's Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. So we follow 15-year-old Fern, and she is sent to a home for unwed mothers. And there she meets a librarian that gives her a book of spells, and all the witchcraft starts happening. I don't want to say too much because I don't really know. It is a new release, so I don't want to spoil it for myself or anything. I like to go into my books knowing very little, and I hate when people spoil it for me. So yeah. And the next book that I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to read it because I believe it comes out at the end of January. I did do a pre-order and it's Onyx Storm. It is the third book in the Empyrean series, and you know it's the fourth wing third book in the series. Really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the first book. Not life changing or anything. The second book was good, but not as good as the first one. There was some things that I didn't like, but I still enjoyed it. I don't read these books for to alter my life or anything. I just read them for enjoyment, and I'm really looking forward to this one. If I don't get to this one this month, in the month of January, then I will continue on. I will roll it over to February, so stay tuned for that. So these are the books that I have on my list that I'm planning to read for the month of January. Hopefully we can make it, which we shall see when the end of the month comes around with my January wrap up. But before I let you go, let me know in the comments what book you're most excited to read in the month of January. Leave me any recommendations that maybe I can add to my February TBR. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my book recommendations. And that is all that I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.